and I listened to your remarks. I was touched and inspired. He told me how his parents are facing absolutely similar circumstances that my family experienced 20 years ago. See, Chris's father's a diabetic. Chris's father requires constant dialysis. So Chris finds himself waiting tables all day in Santa Fe, while his mother works 10 to 12 hours in a bakery. Here's the problem, folks. They're working those jobs, and Chris and his mom are still worried about losing their home. That's not the America they deserve. It's not the New Mexico they deserve. And we're going to do better for Chris and his family and every New Make no mistake about it. We believe that the access to affordable, high-quality health care is absolutely a right and not a privilege, and we won't stop talking about it until it's a reality. That first-class education that I talked about. Let me talk about education for just a second, because it is going to be the centerpiece of my campaign. I was one of those awkward kids. You know, 4 eyes, little freckle face, red hair, a little heavy set, big fat Coke bottle glasses. You know the one. You know the kid. That was me. I was howdy-doody in real life. And for the young kids in the room, go Google it and you'll learn who howdy-doody is. But I got to tell you, even though I was one of those awkward kids, I benefited from those free meals, and I benefited from amazing teachers. One of those teachers is in the room tonight. And amongst these 400 people, I'm not sure where she is. But I know she's here tonight, just like Chris Ortega is here tonight. And I want to say thank you to Pam Cordova, the daughter of our former representative, Pam Cordova. Pam, where are you? There you are. There you are. Let's stand up. Let's give Pam Cordova pushed me. My goodness, she pushed me. And I got to tell you, I love you today, 25 years later. I wasn't so keen on you 25 years ago. So tonight, thank you to all the teachers. As Alex said, my wife is an engineer. I tell people when I talk to them all over New Mexico, you know, I'm a lawyer. I practice in this community with people like David Archuleta and so many other lawyers in the room. And my wife's an engineer, but she decided she'd go into nonprofit work. So she teaches in public schools. It took a minute, but you got there, right? I guess, thanks. So I want to say thanks to all those teachers out there that have chosen to do nonprofit work. Because let me tell you, it's the best social profit in America, changing children's lives each and every day. Passion I have about teachers serving is why I'm saddened. I'm saddened by the reports that we have 47% dropout rate in New Mexico. When you think about that, think about my son, 11 years old. He's got a class of 30 students. 15 of those kids aren't going to make it through the process. It's absolutely unacceptable. And instead of trying to fix education, we have got to transform education in New Mexico. It has got to be a transformational team. And the only way we're going to do that is to get all the people at the table. I'm talking about teachers, students, business leaders, community leaders, opinion leaders. And let me tell you something. If we don't get labor and teachers at the table to help us understand what the issues are in the classroom, we will not transform education. We need your help. We need your help now, and we're going to make a difference in education if I'm your We talk about about a new economy, and if New Mexico is going to lead in the new economy, we have got to be ready for new challenges. We have got to take advantage of the film industry. We've got a spaceport in southern New Mexico. We've got the development of affordable renewable energies in each and every part of our state. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the economy of the future. It will be the thing that makes New Mexico great in decades to come. Join me as we embrace that new economy in education and in energy. Please join me. Speaking about 2008 and labor, let me be perfectly clear. When we talk about change in New Mexico, when we talk about education and the economy, labor will have a seat at the table. Because let me assure you, it was labor that fought for fair and decent wages in our country. It's labor that fights for a fair work environment. It's labor that fights for a safe work environment. And it's labor that's helping us fight for health care in America. It is labor at the end of the day that ensures that we have a healthy middle class. And if we don't have a healthy middle class in New Mexico, we don't have a healthy New Mexico. And labor, you stood with me in 2008, and I will stand with you during this race for Lieutenant Governor. So labor, take a bow, thank you for your work, and let's move New Mexico forward. How many more minutes do I have, Charlotte? I'm there, okay. It says Brian applauds with the crowd. I didn't think. Let me talk and wrap up a little bit with some democratic values. Because at the end of the day, they're American values. Keeping our loved ones healthy, fed, secure, and employed is not about being a Democrat. That's why we have so many Republicans in the room today. Because the Republicans believe that when we get the right people to the table with the Democrats, we can make a difference in making New Mexico a better place for all. And that's what we're going to do when you elect Brian Colon, your Lieutenant Governor. This state belongs to all New Mexicans, and so does this campaign. This campaign belongs to the parents who push their students each and every night to do their homework so they can have a solid education. It belongs to the farmer in New Mexico who conserves so that they can make it through the lean times. It belongs to every young person in this state, including the ones who come home in uniform and take advantage of the new GI Bill so that they can add to the education and the quality of New Mexico's workforce. This campaign belongs to the students on the reservation in New Mexico. That student who goes off to school, hopefully to become a doctor, because she knows the people on her reservation need quality health care. That's who this campaign belongs to. Won't you join me for that? My life really has never been about holding office. It's been about serving so many of you. And I believe this gives me an opportunity to do just that. Serve you in a way that allows the future of New Mexico to be brighter. The future of New Mexico to be brighter for students like Rafael, for hard-working New Mexicans like Chris, for teachers like Pam, and for each and every one of you. That's what this campaign's about, and that's what we're going to talk about as we travel all over the state of New Mexico. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I humbly stand before you and ask you to join us. Join in this campaign about the future of New Mexico. Join me, because my name is Brian Colon. I'm a Democrat, and I need your help to be the next Lieutenant Governor